Y'all have to practice better discernment, because when y'all meet the good guys, y'all burned out. And it's not fair to the good guys that they have to deal with a burned out, traumatized queen. And now he's hanging around for you to get replenished. He's hanging around for you to heal, but we don't know how long that's going to be. I don't know if women know that there's a piece of every man that you have been with who stays with you forever. Y'all got to understand this. This is a biological fact. Y'all don't ever totally get rid of them. A piece of us always stays with y'all. But Queen, thanks for tapping in. I'm gonna
Wait,
keep
Dr.
it.
Umar, can I ask one question?
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, it's kind of a long question, and if you have to cut me off, I
Nah, you
understand.
good.
You have helped me so much in so many ways, but one of the big ways is recognizing how I have contributed to the discourse and divisiveness within our community, right? By judging and valuing our men on things that are patriarchal, white supremacist values. So I'm now trying to approach the conversation online in a way that is shifting that and being open. Like, I want to hear, like, how can we be better? I want to take accountability as women, but it's really hard when you see what's going on online, and I see you speaking to a lot when it's met with, there's so much hatefulness and divisiveness, that if you could give any recommendations, thoughts on insight for somebody, a woman that is trying to provide healing in the ways that I can as just one person, what would be your recommendations, thoughts, suggestions?
Here's my recommendation for my sisters. I got three of them for you and all the queens on the live. Number one, y'all have so much to give, right? Because you are the feminine principle. You are the feminine manifestation of supreme consciousness, the Almighty. Y'all have a lot of love to give, a lot of nurture, a lot of affection. That's good. I need y'all to be more discerning on who you choose to give it to. Because what happens with the queens is y'all will indiscriminately burn yourselves out emotionally and spiritually by giving all that love and nurture to a particular brother who does not deserve it. And then when you run into the next brother who does deserve it, you're so traumatized and untrusting by what the last brother did. I see you smiling because you're like, wait a minute, that might be me a little bit. But
No, you're
anyhow,
on point.
you're so traumatized by what the last brother did that you now have a brother who needs that, wants that, deserves that, but you're so burned out because you didn't do a good job choosing on who you chose to give your nurture to. So y'all have to save it until you make sure you got the right person, because there's too much mismatching going on. And so
Mm.
now the brother who you would have been perfect with, y'all now falling out because you done already gave what was his to someone else because you didn't know he was coming along. So I need sisters to wait. To wait. Y'all have to exercise patience. Same thing with us as men. You have to exercise patience, because if you willfully go into an unfulfilling situation with a spiritual vampire, and now the spiritual vampire is draining all your energy, and then you break up with the spiritual vampire, meet the king you need, and you completely depleted. You ain't got nothing to offer him but a bad attitude. Under any other circumstance, y'all might have been a good couple, but because you came
Mm.
to him burned out, or he came to you burned out, y'all burn each other out further. Sisters have to discriminate more. It's almost like as soon as y'all give up the yoni, y'all automatically want to bond and attach to that man. And sometimes, first of all, y'all need to pull back on the yoni. That's number one. But number two, if you do end up going there, you have to still tell yourself, I probably shouldn't have gave him any of my treats. He didn't deserve it, but I did. Let me cut my losses where I am. Because what y'all try to do is once y'all give them the physical, y'all try to make the social work. Y'all try to make the psychological work. Y'all try to make the spiritual work. It ain't there. So now you're going to deplete yourself even further. Now you're going to keep on giving to this person who don't deserve you because you feel guilty that you gave him your essence. And because you gave him your essence, you now feel like you got to force a relationship on him. Cut
Mm-hmm.
your losses, heal the yoni. It can resurrect just like Christ. Find the next man and make sure you're choosing the right person. Y'all have to practice better discernment because a lot of times y'all know going in, he was the wrong one. But that loneliness demon, there's a demon called loneliness. And what that loneliness demon does, it does it to our men and it does it to our women. It forces us to not exercise patience. It forces us to not take our time, and it forces us to feel like I gotta have somebody now. You don't have to have nobody now. You have yourself. Remember, only people who can comfortably be alone with themselves will make a good partner.
Mm.
Think about anybody you know in your family, male or female, who don't have a good relationship with themselves. 90% of the time, they don't have a good relationship with anybody romantically either.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be at peace with yourself. So when sisters go from relationships to relationships, when I see a brother going from relationship to relationship, that's somebody who's not at peace with themselves. And they're trying to lose themselves in the relationship. Y'all have to practice better discernment because when y'all meet the good guys, y'all burned out. And it's not fair to the good guys that they have to deal with a burned out, traumatized queen. And now he's hanging around for you to get replenished. He's hanging around for you to heal, but we don't know how long that's going to be because you might be able to heal in 1 year. Next sister might need 5 years to heal because you got to remember every time you get hurt in a relationship, that hurt is automatically attached to all of your previous hurts, all the way back to your parents of origin. You see that? So you got to heal all of those wounds. Because if I hurt you in a relationship right now, Queen, your memory of that pain is going to attach itself to your memory of all the other previous pains, which means I opened up Pandora's box. You ain't just healing from what I just did. Because I opened up Pandora's box when I traumatized you. And now you got to close all those trauma boxes again. You might have 20 trauma boxes. And that man that opened up every trauma box. And now you got to heal all 20 of those trauma boxes before you can date again. I need the queens to take your time. Stop moving like men. Y'all have to
Mm.
stop moving like men because you all are the mothers. If the mothers are not healthy, the village is not healthy. If the mothers are not healthy, the village is not healthy. And I'm going to say this, not to interject polygyny, because I'm not saying it for polygyny's purposes, but I just want you to hear me out.
Okay.
I believe we have more good women than men. That's not a knock on my brothers. It's just that it's more of you all numerically than us. So no matter
Mm-hmm.
how you cut the cake, there's going to be more good women than good men. And when I look at the amount of good women who have been traumatized, I say to myself, those two could have been with him and we won't have this problem because he's a good dude and he can financially take care of them both. He could fill them up spiritually, he could fill them up financially. Black women are going to have a conversation. Why are so many of you dealing with traumatized brothers who can't do nothing for you when two of you could have went to a good brother? And the only reason why so many sisters are not considering the polygyny is because how other women think about it. If
Listen,
we want
I'm
to save, stay with me, if we want to save the Black community, we're going to have to do some different stuff. Because if you look at the male-female ratio, just the numbers, we're not even dealing with quality, just the numbers. You got cities where you got one man for 10 Black women. You got cities where you got one man for 20 Black women. And this is not even taking into account trauma, mental illness, the zesty festers. We're not even dealing with none of that. We just doing pure numbers. So it is not realistic for you to be one of 10 queens in a city where the ratio is 1 to 10, and you trying to find a good brother on top of that. That's going to be hard. I'm not saying everybody got to do it. I'm not saying every sister got to accept it. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But we are not going to fix this unless Black women allow good men to have more than one, sometimes, in some places, under some circumstances. Because what we doing now, swapping all these demons, swapping all, and that's the other reason why y'all got to slow down. Because y'all receptive, queen. Y'all the mothers. So y'all take us in. Y'all devour our energy. It's the way it is. The vagina is like a suction for spirit. Let's just be real. And so when you take in a man's energy, I'm not talking about his semen, I'm talking about his spirit. When you take him in, he's a part of you forever. I don't know if women know that there's a piece of every man that you have been with who stays with you forever. Y'all got to understand this. This is a biological fact. Y'all don't ever totally get rid of them. A piece of us always stays with y'all. So y'all have to really exercise discretion with who y'all deal with. Because if you don't, you're going to end up finding the right man, but you're not going to be in the right place.
Can I
Go ahead.
respond real quickly? Because
Sure,
I
sure,
want
sure,
to
sure,
give other people a chance. But let
sure.
me say this, and I'm trying to be serious. You the only person I will practice polygamy with.
I
But
appreciate you, man.
separately than that, when you come to Oakland,
Mhm.
first of all, I appreciate you so much. We love you out here.
Thank you,
And
Quinn.
there
Thank
is such a detrimental pimp culture for so many
you.
reasons, right? And it is
Mm.
very alive in Oakland. I think it would really be beneficial if you can speak to that and its impact in the Black community when you come out here. Also, if I'm having these conversations with Black men. I'm very involved in the community and all this. I'm gonna let you go, but if it is on your heart to do so, I would love to have a conversation with you,
Okay, okay.
even just to learn more about, how I can support our community and be a part of solutions. But I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate you so
Before you
much.
let
Like,
me go, before you
mhm.
let me go, I need you to see, because the problem with me in Oakland is always finding the space we can use for the event. That is always the problem with Oakland. So what I need for you to do for me, Queen, it's not a rush, but as soon as you find a space, I'm going to say 200, 2 to 3. I'm going to say three. Two might be a little too small. A 300 seater. It could be a church, community center, private event space. I really don't want it to be white though. It need to be kind of in our hood. You know what I'm saying? But see if you can find a space that can sit about 300. Because once,
Can I tell you, I
sure,
have one for you.
okay,
I'm the
okay,
CEO of 211 Alameda County. I don't know if you're familiar with 211. It's like 411. Anybody in the county of Alameda, which is a predominantly, well, the people that need support are predominantly Black. They call 211, we connect them to resources. And
okay,
so I have a lot of connections in the community where there are spaces that would love to host you, including
okay,
faith-based and otherwise.
okay.
So let's connect if it's on your heart to do so. I'm so glad that you
Got you.
allowed me to
Question:
join
do
your
you have
life.
my cell?
I don't.
Take it down. Take it down. Are you able to put it in
Oh
your
my
phone and write it?
God, son, come here, hurry up! 'Cause I don't want to lose him. Take this number down.
Let me know when you're ready, Queen.
Okay, he's ready.
215
Uh-huh.
989 9858. I'm gonna repeat that. 215 989 9858. Shoot me a text. Let me know it's you, the queen I just spoke with, and we're
Okay.
going to link up because as soon as we get that space, I'm going to give you a date and we can let the people know I'm coming back out there.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna text you and
Okay.
so just to make sure, 215-989-9858.
You got it.
Okay, my name is Jasmine. I'm gonna text you. I
Sister
appreciate
Jazz.
you so much.
Thank you, Sister
Okay,
Jazz.
thank you.
Appreciate you, babe. All right, mama.
All
Be
right,
safe,
bye.
y'all. Okay, let's get two brothers tapped in. Let's get two brothers tapped in. Let's get two brothers tapped in. Okay. Brother Anthony going once. Brother Anthony going twice. Brother Ant, where you at? Where Brother Ant at? All right, I got to take him off.